Hello there, this is Retro Spirits Garden, and this is Real BOUT, Fatal Fury on the Neo Geo AES. This is the Neo Geo logo, as it flips onto the screen using hardware shenanigans, and it's Max 330 progress spec. Game is used in Japan only, and if you play it outside there, you'll be subject to severe penalties, including a stern telling off and unfriending on Facebook. There's a bit of an intro here. There's lots of people, character portraits flying around, and this is geese being underlit with one candle, looking psychopathic. Ooh, we've got a gruff Japanese-sounding man. Here's the control scheme. Yeah, it's a 1v1 fighter, and it's pretty good. You can go into the background. Oh, you can go into the foreground. And you can punch and kick people. It's actually quite a lot, has quite a lot in common with Fatal Fury 3 in terms of reuse of graphics and stuff. Like, it looks quite a lot like that game. One thing that does happen is that you have to fight multiple people in a single location. So the background doesn't particularly change a lot in this game, but the backgrounds that are there are lovely. You have a bit at the end of each stage, or the edge of each stage, not the end, where it's a barrier, and once you can break the barrier by getting your opponent into a corner and sort of hammering them against it, and the barrier will break, and you can do a ring out, a bit like a virtual fighter ring out. You've got all your normal moves. The actual control scheme is a bit simplified over a normal kind of fighting game. You only have 3 kind of main attack buttons, and you have the button to move you in and out of the background. But as you can see, it's a nice looking game. It's got its own unique style, which is lovely. Like the Fatal Fury, after Fatal Fury 3, which had really quite cool graphics. I don't think I've reviewed that yet. We continued down that route for Fatal Fury games until Mark of the Wolves, which went a bit Street Fighter 3. But this does have a style all of its own. It doesn't look like a typical Street Fighter clone. So that's nice. Of course, Joe won. And you get, as you see, you get graded. This guy's name is great, Franco Bash, and he's got a moustache that people would kill for. He looks a bit like Magnum. It's like Tom Selleck crossed with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and that's very manly, I'm sure you'll agree. So we've managed to get him to the side of the stage, and we're going to batter him so he flies out of it. You can see you can combo there, or you can slip by. Going into the background and into the foreground is useful sometimes. It's a little bit gimmicky, but it's kind of useful. The announcer has lots of reverb, makes him sound very epic. The background changes colour between rounds, going to night time here. Yeah, so it changes colour, but it doesn't actually. Not a lot gets added into it. Whereas Fatal Fury 3 had more going on in the backgrounds. I think overall this game is probably better, because Fatal Fury 3 gets hard quite quickly, and the super moves are pretty hard to pull off in that. Yeah, but this is cool. If you want to buy the AES version of this is one of the cheaper Neo Geo games, and when I say cheaper, I still mean expensive. So, looking around, it's between 160 and 400 quid, and I don't know why the range is so large on that. I think because some people just overprice their stuff, but condition is king, isn't it, when it comes to collecting? So maybe a super minty condition version would cost you nearly 400, and like a slightly crappier one 200. But It's a great game. It's not worth 160 quid, and indeed I've never paid that much money for it. So again, I feel lucky with my Neo Geo collection that I bought it at the right time. I couldn't collect them these days, and indeed the last Neo Geo game I bought was probably this one, and I paid about 70 quid for it, and even then I thought that's quite a lot of money. So yeah, a good game. I can't recommend playing any of these games on Neo Geo AES, which is unfortunate because it's just too much money. If you are a multi-millionaire and you love fighting games, get yourself a Neo Geo and mark the walls, and then get a couple of the Real BOUT special games. They're pretty good. Real BOUT 2, I've never played it, but there's an updated version of this Real BOUT special, which is kind of cool. Yeah, Kazuda Encounter, get that. That's like 12 grand or something, isn't it? It's ridiculous. We're actually going to get a change of background here. So after fighting for 3/4 of an hour at the docks, we are now going to fight for 3/4 of an hour in the subway. This guy, old Jin Chonrei, could be a bit of a tough cookie in the previous game. What's the default here? Although he is spanking me slightly. Over the top specials, we love those. Oh, lovely. Lovely combos. Look, I'm not very good at this game. This is all... If I'm going to be honest, this is all kind of luck. Haven't done a super special move yet. That crowd's really into it. The crowd is totally into this fighting. They're loving it. People swinging off sides. We've got a sprite scaling in the background. Oh, it's great stuff. Double fisted me to the balls there. Son of a gun. Oof. Yeah. Another good looking, not so great sounding Neo Geo game, but not super expensive in comparison. But it is a fun game. So, should knock some people onto the rails. I recommend it as a game to play. Again, expensive. I don't know if you can get this game on download services. If you can, it's worth a punt. It's worth a couple of quid. Alright then, I'm going to clear off. It's alright.